a friend just left a message. It was nice to really celebrate as well where you're at right now. And maybe this is something you can do over the next days, is to really look back through your childhood or your relationships or your work relationships and look through your different stages of your life, or even photographs of yourself, and really honor and observe how much you've changed, because we often forget to reflect and to honor where we are right now and how much we've done. To really celebrate as well. Okay, this is the where you're at right now. YouTube coming on. And maybe this is something you can do over the next days. Okay, I'm back again. Nice. So YouTube is on. I just want to make sure that was actually all right. I never checked it. So there was a problem. Okay, so there was a problem starting on YouTube. I'm going to start again. First of all, welcome everyone to tonight's webinar. And so nice to connect with you all. And I want to really honor all of you for being part of this webinar. You have come into a field of, well, many of my lifetimes, but also this, past 20 years of working with clearing trauma, mindsets, and belief systems. And I've worked with thousands of people, and each time I work, there's different levels of trauma leaving and also gifts coming in. And you're in this container, which is a vessel which has the transformational field of going extremely deep on a core level. So maybe during the seminar, you've had wounds which you worked on years ago and they came up, but they're up because we're on a much deeper core level. And I was talking to a friend, or I heard a voicemail from a friend, and it was about, I had said about celebration of our results. And it came to me as well to reflect back on our life, or look at photographs of our childhood through our life, and really resonate with them and feel how much you've developed and how much you've changed, and really give yourself a tap on the shoulder and say, yes, I accept, I'm very successful. I'm doing really, really well. And honor that part of you that's doing really, really well to be here right now, before we go to the next level, before we go to change. Honor where you're at and celebrate. And if you could make that a daily practice, even celebrating what you've done that day, it will bring the frequency, because we have frequency of vibration and vibration, and it brings in this energy of gratification and satisfied and wealth, abundance in you. And that's your resonance, and that's what you will then receive back or draw into your life. So the last webinars have been strong. They've been going really into core issues, and then the results start coming in. So I invite you to be really tender with yourselves and loving with yourselves over the next days and weeks, because there are new aspects of you coming up and reconnecting. So I invite you not to disappear, but really stay with those parts, really vulnerable or loving, tender parts of you, because it's a fresh you being born again, and your child is rebirthing inside you, and development stages are working at the moment. So tonight I want to focus on success and your career, about your business, about finances, about creativity. And for me, it's, if you go back to the Egyptian stage, if you go back really ancient times, or the Native Americans, where they used to bring water, create rain when they needed rain for the harvest, they would do the rain dance. So they knew how to manifest. And a lot of us, we know it in our soul level, but we stopped trusting it, or we disconnected from it, or the ancestors did. And then it was passed on with the frozen information of forgetting how to connect to our manifestation abilities. And for me, it's very important to bring mind, body, spirit together, and also the etheric field. So all our subtle bodies down into our emotional body, into our heart. So first, before we go there, I want to see what has stopped us connecting to the emotional body for manifestation. Now, I invite you to come on this journey so we can really clear it and then start manifesting. And then later in the webinar, I'm going to start giving you really raise your vibration up consciously, that your consciousness becomes so conscious that you're actually, the fear is cleared, the insecurities are cleared, and the ability to take action is clear. So I want to first work with the frozen parts. And the frozen part, I invite you to feel something that you may not want to feel. Okay. Now, when you go behind why people don't accept a job, finances, a business contract, if you go really deep, you will usually find betrayal in the system. There's a wound of betrayal, a deep core wound on betrayal. Betrayal will bring up many things, and this goes also for relationships. So it's going to bring up like jealousy, rage, anger, fears, fear of being let go from the company, fear of being rejected from the company, fear of them not taking my contract, fear of not being employed, fear of losing money. So we stop it, so we don't accept it on a subconscious level, not always on a conscious level. So, and also fear of going into a relationship, fear of opening to love. So I invite you to find a moment, only one moment in your life, be where you felt this feeling of betrayal, and breathing into your body, into your heart, and being aware of your feet and the spine. And it's okay that that part of you is afraid or wants to escape. It's okay that that part of you doesn't want to feel that pain again. And may feel tight in you. It may feel painful. And this is how we can clear it. And you're here, so you're strong enough to do this. And you just need to feel it for a few moments, and it's enough to clear it from the system. Just feeling at one moment in your life where you felt rejected or abandoned. Just one, only one. All I need is the frequency. Just feel the frequency. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now you're going to ask your higher self to start releasing the mindsets which were created, and also the trauma bonds around betrayal, but we'll go on all levels. I'm feeling it strong in the system, and it's coming up, it's coming up. I'm breathing into the body, into the heart, and simply allowing this feeling of betrayal leave your emotional body. Ask your higher self to release it. Breathing into your nervous system. Beautiful. And then there was all different parts of the personality was created from this. And simply let those old belief systems leave. And your higher self knows exactly which ones. Your soul knows, your inner child knows. The ones that felt rejected, abandoned, misused, jealous, angry, rage, betrayed. And allowing that mother inside you and father inside you to really stay with you. And I'm going to bring in new frequencies, new mindsets, which will help you to raise your vibration and consciousness. And this will help you to feel again on a much deeper soul level. Clearing this fear of being abandoned, betrayed. Breathing into the heart. And of course, you want to escape from the body when this happens. So I invite you to say to that part of your soul, it's okay, I can handle it. I'm an adult and I want to clear this. I don't need this experience anymore. So let's really clear it by staying in the body. Do the best you can. Breathing into your pineal gland, center of the brain, behind the third eye. And also into the throat. And just letting them go up through the breath, breathing deep into the body. And breathe out 5. As these vibrations leave the body, and this is leaving on a mind in the core level. Now moving to another level of consciousness, so we're going deeper and deeper into subconsciousness. With your permission, inviting your higher self to go deeper and to release all the subconscious memories and photographs of rejection from your system and betrayal from your system. You've experienced it. You don't need that experience anymore. You're a different person now. And it's okay to have parts you're not believing and believing that you cannot clear this or not trusting that it'll happen again. It's okay not to trust. And it's okay just to allow that stab in the heart to be there for a moment, and then it can leave. It can leave. And it's beautiful. You're feeling it because now you're in your feelings again, and the pains will leave the system, leave the heart. The heart has a memory field and sensory system that holds memories and photographs. So what I'm working now is working with the heart to release all memories of betrayal and grief, betrayal and grief. And they simply just flow spiraling out of our system. All these photographs just go up. Higher self takes them out. And then you start feeling again. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Really staying with yourself. And staying with all the children in you, all the different age groups that may be active, feeling betrayed, used, hurt, jealous, angry. And letting the old photographs leave the system and embrace and accepting your children in. Accept them, accept them, accept them, accept them. As these emotions come up and they're simply leaving and transforming. So it's like the frozen parts leave and then the emotions the feelings get active again. And this way we can start creating again a manifestation. Breathing into the spaces and the spaces between the spaces. I'm so grateful to clear these. I'm so grateful, even if I feel that pain now, I'm so grateful because it's leaving. What I'm feeling is what's leaving my system. And it was there up to this point. And I lost a lot of energy in my life trying to run away from not feeling that. But actually, when I go through it, there's lots of creativity and joy and success there. And I say yes to manifestation. I say yes to life in this physical body on this journey. Breathing deep into the heart, because these are all heart memories as well. And they're coming up and they're leaving your higher self. Can simply release them. And then going into the subconscious memory fields and also genetic memory fields up the trail. And that mother inside you, the new mother inside you, can really stay with whatever aspects are open in you and embrace those parts of you in the different ages. And it's staying with them, not running away from them. Allow the mother side in you to stay with yourself. And breathing into them. And release on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing into new spaces. Just breathing 5 into the heart and 5 out. And raising your consciousness up, now bringing in new frequencies. Now, if you could find a happy moment in your life where you really felt like so grateful, so good, so honored, so in love or so grateful, find that happy moment in your heart, breathing it in. Staying with that happy moment and how it feels, whatever that moment was. It could be with your pet, with a partner, with a friend, a success, a holiday, whatever it is, your beach, your favorite beach, whatever it is for you. And staying with that sunset in your body, whatever that moment that made you feel, it's good to be here. It's amazing I have the moon over my head here when I look out. I feel so grateful to have the moon supporting me directly here. I'm so grateful for this moment in time to be here with you all. And to have these qualities, these essence, these frequencies, which can transform us in this moment in time. That there's no limitations in this moment in time. I'm so grateful. I had an urge to bring Alexander the Great behind me on my right side. So having him in my father place as an inspiration feels very strong. I can do anything. Tina on the left side behind me. So with all these different archetypes, it can make us feel safe. And bring a new level of safety into our system. And breathing deep down into your heart. You're doing so good, so good. I'm so grateful because there's so much transformed and transforming at the moment. And we are the ones who are really in this beautiful space of time that we have the gifts that we can clear these old trauma and density from the system, which our ancestors didn't have this moment and these gifts to clear. So I feel very grateful and honored to be the one in the ancestral line that can clear these genetic wounds from the system and stop it permanently. So for that, I feel very honored and grateful in this moment in time. And we're all in that now. We're really so blessed. What our ancestors came through and what we are coming through and came through up to now, but we have the ability now to transform it and raise our frequency up, really raise our frequency up. And bring in new mindsets that we don't need validation from the outside, approval from the outside, that we find it all on the inside. And now we can activate even more consciousness in the system. And that's streaming into us now. It's streaming down into us on a soul level. And a lot of us have done this in past lives, have consciously manifested material things to bring down projects, whatever it was. We have these qualities in us to manifest the rain, to the weather, whatever it is. We know it on a soul level. And if you can simply open your system up and accept it from the heavens, we know these qualities. We know these qualities. And this is exactly how I'm doing in the business coaching parts as well. That we celebrate and manifest a success or a win or an award before it happens. But yet it's happened. And then we bring it into the future and we bring it back. Beautiful, it's getting deeper. Breathing into your heart space again. And the key really is to go into celebration. So if you see someone being successful or mastering their craft or manifesting something, a dream that you always dreamt of, when you really go in the essence of celebrating it with them, to celebrate them with them, not to take it from them, but basically to celebrate that they got it. They got it. I'm so grateful. Thank you for sharing this, inspiring me here. And then the system opens and you are that vibration. You are at that vibration already. And then you take it into the here and the now. You're almost in the future now, and then you take the future into the now. So the next time you see someone being successful in something that you really desire and you really want it, so that's the desire. It's like not going to the desire frequency, but going to the celebration frequency. Celebrate it with the person, celebrate it with them. And really feeling this energy. I'm just bringing it in now even stronger. And really celebrating and feeling with them. And celebrating that we're not alone, and we've got hundreds of archangels, hundreds of guides with us all the time, guiding us, supporting us. Star guides, councils are all guiding us. And we've so much wisdom and experience from other lives. And then to answer your question, Nadia, to really open up what we're afraid to see, what we've seen. That's again with the betrayal. So what we've seen and we lost, and simply opening that field up. I don't want to see that hurt again, that betrayal again, that rejection again. So I don't want to see. So I don't want to see my talents. And that's also past life imprints, which can leave the system now. Just let past life imprints go up. They only anything about not want to see your talents, not want to live your talents. And then accepting whatever may be frozen there, but also then there's the point where I use all this energy of avoiding, making myself busy with all problems so I don't have to face my purpose. And just releasing that belief system and prioritizing and focusing, bringing focus in, especially now at the moment, because there's so many overload of information, we lose or we scatter ourselves. So a lot of people in business that I've worked with, when I find that they've traveled a lot or they're involved in many projects, when they come to me, they're very scattered. I feel they haven't got their power and they lose their energy. So I always do a thing of asking them, okay, I know you haven't finished all the projects and you're still in those projects, but I invite you to come back from those projects. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, back. and bring yourself back from all the places you're in, and do this. Really, I invite you to do this daily, and especially in business, in meetings or in business, to really bring yourself back and then focus on the one project, focus on the one and complete, and then bring in satisfied. Okay, it's enough. I haven't completed. It's the first step or two first, and then clear it, and then go to the next one and clear it. But that will create spaces rather than multitasking. So bringing that level of focus into your system, because the multitasking can be an excuse not to achieve the result in case you get betrayed and you lose it. So let's bring all the multitasking out. The multitasking is there if you need it, but if you're using it as a wound, let's take it out of the system. If that's blocking you from going your higher purpose, let's take it out. Or bringing procrastination, let's take it out. There's too much on my table. I have too many things to take that job. I have too many things happening in my life. I'm overwhelmed with this energy. Release this. Now you need to go to delegate, to prioritize. What's the priorities in the day? What's the priorities in the schedule? Where do I see myself in 5 years, 10 years? And you don't have to do this now, but I always find it's good to, where do I see myself in 10 years? Where do I see myself in 5 years, a year? And go to that energy. And it's okay if you don't know what it is, but if you do know where you'd like to see yourself, go into the energy of it and feel it in your body. You may have something now. You may just pick something simple, whatever comes up. Where would you like to see yourself in 10 years? Where would you like to see yourself in 10 years? And just feel, it doesn't have to be the whole picture. Just feel one essence that you'd like. And it doesn't matter if you don't have it, it's okay. And it's okay if you change your mind as well and keep changing it. It's okay just to get a feeling of this. Okay, now I'm feeling it. So now start visualizing it and how it feels to be living that, and how is that affecting you in your life in a positive way, and how is it affecting maybe your family as well in a positive way, or how is it affecting the people who come to you in a positive way? How would your life feel? How would your life be? And really feeling it and feeling the new energy. And then really celebrate that new feeling. Celebrating it, that new feeling. And how's it feel in your body? How does your body feel? How does your nervous system feel? Celebrating it. And then let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And now feeling your heart again. Breathing into your heart. Deborah, it's going to, I want you to keep practicing this, okay? And do it with something simple, okay? And that's why it's good to say 10 years, 15 years, 20 years even, because your protection system starts dropping down, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm working in a way that if you try it again, Deborah, let's go back again and go to 10 years, 5 years, where you see yourself in 5 to 10 years, okay? Feel it in your heart again. Go back to that where you'd like to be in 5 to 10 years. And it just needs something simple, just something that you really love. And next year is fine, wherever you want to be, say 5 years, 10 years, a year, whatever works for you. Where would you like to be? Where would you like to be? How would you like your life to be? And feel it, feel it, feel it. And you don't have to know how to get there because it's in 10 years' time. You don't have to know how to get there or the stages you need. Just simply staying with this feeling and just feeling how it feels. And breathing into your body, your spine, your spine, your feet. And we have the magnetic field of Mother Earth. On a cellular level, the magnetic field of Mother Earth. So now brought in the magnetic field even more. Now you're in the manifestation. Bringing it even more, the magnetic field of Mother Earth. On a cellular level, bone level. And we have the magnets in our brain, in our heart, in our blood, organs, feet. Visualizing and going with the new feelings and celebrating those new feelings. And it's flowing, it's flowing, it's flowing. And I say this is recorded, so I'm bringing it in. There's many keys in here. It's going to keep right. It's working, it's working, it's working. And just let it go now. Let everything go and relax, yeah. And now I invite you to see yourself as pure energy. And if the mind is active, accept your mind is active. And simply accepting whatever is active in your mind. And keep breathing inside and observing those parts of you that's active. Maybe that could be afraid, angry, resentful, jealous. It's not enough. I'm going to lose. It doesn't work with me. It's never enough. It's never for me. It doesn't work with me. It always works with everyone else, not me. Damien can do it. I can't do it. Easy for him. It's not easy for me. I don't deserve it. I'm not enough. I'm dirty. I'm not good enough. I'm guilty. I'm responsible. I'm afraid to touch it. I'm afraid to open it. I'm afraid to pick it up. I'm afraid to start that job. I'm not enough. I'm responsible. I'm not responsible. I'm stupid. I'm not enough. It's not for me. They're better than me. Everyone's better than me. Everyone's more responsible than me. Everyone's studied harder than me. Everyone's more educated than me. I'll fail. I'm not enough. I can't take it. I can't accept that job. I can't accept that contract. They'll see who I am. I'm lying. I'm not showing myself. I'm not of that level. I'm not of that standard. Everyone's better than me. What if they see me? What if they discover who I really am? What if they discover what I really know? What if they discover I don't know enough? What if I can't complete it? I don't want that responsibility. I'm afraid of taking responsibility. I don't need responsibility. I don't want your responsibility. I don't want to take responsibility of that contract, that job. I don't want to take responsibility of your finance, changing my career. I don't want to take responsibility of anyone else. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not enough. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid I'll fail. Breathing in, you are pure energy, accepting yourself as pure energy. Really staying with your feet and your hands and your spine. And with your permission, just releasing all these mindsets, and ask your higher self to release the mindsets from your subconsciousness of everything we just worked on, as they simply go up and the old photographs and imprints leave your body, and your spirit takes them out because you're ready for a new type of life, matching your true vibration. And they leave. I accept to let them go, and I accept to have a different experience than my parents. I accept to have a different experience that I've experienced right up to now. And I accept to have a different mindset than my parents. I accept to have a different mindset than I have right up to now. With finances, with business, with creativity, with responsibility. Beautiful. Another key, which was very big for me and helped me a lot, was to realize that if I'm working with somebody, a business or whatever it is, so whatever you're doing in your daily life, I don't know their business. They know their business, but I'm in the system because I have keys that can support them, but they know the rest. I don't have to know how their entire business works. but I'm there because it resonates that I have a key for them, and I just need a key, and that key can transform the whole business. So when you're asked to do a job or to create something, you don't need all the pieces. You don't have to have gone to that level to help people of that level in whatever qualities they have. You just need to give the keys. It's the keys. And it's going in now. So it's just these words, this key that transforms the system. So I'm sharing lots of keys with you now. And your soul is allowing all your keys to drop in from other lives and star lives. So your soul keys are dropping in now. And yeah, beautiful. Now the feminine's coming in. Very strong. And the feminine is like, if you imagine, it's from Chuck actually, he says like a breast, the divine breast and the nipple. And now all the divine frequencies is coming down into you, and you just have to receive. All you need to do is receive, and all your qualities and levels of consciousness will come coming in. So go deep in your soul. Breathing and accepting the energy. Giving space. And this is beautiful. This is the part that's like, if you want something or you need something or you're creating something that you are like hanging on, but this is the part where we need to just relax and give it space. Giving it space. And now the feminine's coming in and we need that space. Now the magic happens in the spaces. And just giving everything space. And you have the heartbeat, and then between the heartbeat. So the space is between the heartbeat. Rhythm. Beautiful. Breathing into the pineal gland, all the way through your core, as you go into the spaces between the heartbeat. The spaces between the heartbeat is connected to the ethers, to the and these are the fields where the Native Americans would manifest the rain. So now we're in those fields, and they just simply come down between the spaces between the heartbeat. Into the feet, into the earth. And the magnetic field manifests. So the etheric fields are flowing down your creator, the creator part of you, and what you wish to create. And the magnetic field brings it together on a cellular level and physical manifestation level in your life. The heart between the heartbeats, the spaces between the heartbeats. Letting annual photographs go from the heart, which your soul needs to take out, wishes to release, and from your subconsciousness. Breathing into your heart. Release through the heart. And heart to brain, heart to brain, heart to brain. And we're now moving deeper into heart coherence with the brain. And for the heart coherence with the brain, cellularly, for me, it's very important to set the intention to be connected to the magnetic field of Mother Earth on a cellular level and in the cells of the blood. And through that, then everything with gravity comes together. So your soul visions comes together in the heart, and the heart resonates on that frequency then. And we send that frequency out. And because we're grounded in the physical aspect, the magnetic field, then our visions are constantly birthing and manifesting, and we draw them to us. We draw them to us in the most unusual ways. And spirit in the skeleton, nervous system, cells, fascia tissue, organs, every cell in your body, accepting your spirit in every cell in your body. Space. Spirit in the heart to mind, heart to mind. Accepting all the new spaces in the mind, in the heart, in the organs. In the subconsciousness. And once again, asking your higher self to release any old programming, mindsets, what's in the system. Heart to mind. invite you to breathe into your nervous system, accepting your spirit in your nervous system. Accepting your spirit in your spine, breathing down your spine, all the way down to your tailbone. And I invite you to really just move your tailbone just a little bit. And imagine it's sending energy up through your spine, up into the pineal gland. Each time you spin, just send a little drop of energy up, slowly, slowly, slowly into the pineal gland from the tailbone, all the way up. It just pop, comes up through the heart and into the pineal gland. Doing it with the breath. Breathing in, holding the tailbone, and release. As the energy flows up. Breathe the heart. More space, accepting all that beautiful new space. And now you're in your heart. So the heart coherence now, beautiful, I see it in you, is flowing. It's open like a torus field, okay? And this heart coherence with the brain is moving, flowing, and it's in your nervous system from the pineal gland through the whole system, but the energy is flowing. And then when you're visualizing, you can watch this again and again to practice. When you're visualizing your project or something with this energy field, the heart coherence, working with the brain and your emotional body, so your spirit is embodied, celebrating, giving spaces between the heartbeat, spaces. Feeling, accepting, and I'm excited about that project or that vision. Clarity, because the mind is now in heart coherence. So your heart reads the field and feels the field and can feel the opportunities and also bring opportunities or bring you to the right place at the right time. Just drops into your system. Giving space, space, space. You're in the heart coherence now. And this is something to practice. This is really something to practice daily. Breathing first into the heart. So if you do this daily, even just breathing 5 into the heart, 5 out. And bring gratitude in for anything in your life, bring gratitude. Anything at all of gratitude, appreciation. I'm so grateful. And now your heart is building up the connection, and invite your heart to connect with your mind, your brain, and the sensories of the heart now starts working in your higher consciousness, because now The frontal lobe is being taken over now by your higher self. That's why the frontal lobe is really important. It keeps you present. Okay, so your heart, your spirit is coming up into the brain. So bring it up now, even more. Beautiful. And this is what I'm doing in the coaching. It's very important before business meetings. So normally, if there's a very strategic meeting, I'll meet with the person beforehand and we'll do this to really bring the heart coherence up into the brain. And then in the boardroom or wherever it is, the person can feel and scan everybody in the field and bring the whole system up to the higher purpose. And that brings everything into pure consciousness and raises the vibration, and everything's for the higher purpose. And creation is in the field, love is in the field, compassion is in the field. There's no competitiveness in this field. And everybody's bringing each other up now in the field. Because if one person holds that frequency, the whole system becomes that frequency. Really celebrating. And you just need to find one thing to celebrate in the day or one thing in your life to celebrate, and that's enough. It's only the feeling. That's enough to literally activate the heart. And then you invite it to go up into the brain. And the heart has so many systems of reading fields and also how to work within the brain. We forgot that, but now it's moving even more. It's opening up. And the pineal gland literally is like the heart. It connects with the heart and the heart crystal, and it reads the system. Like the heart is the one that reads the system. And it works through the gut, it works through your whole system. And it's flowing. So one big being of sensory, I always say, we have got protection systems from wounds, but actually the strongest protection system I know and I've experienced is the heart, because the heart can read the future. The heart knows in advance what you need to do not to be in a situation or how to protect yourself before it happens. But the ego with the wounds thinks it knows more and blocks it. And then the heart is trying to say, no, don't go there, don't do that, accept the love, or don't accept the love. But the mind, the ego gets in the way. So the small brain gets in the way of what the heart is telling us what to do and guiding us. And that can be about a project or how to get to build up your finances. And also the finances is really, really only mindsets. It's amazing. So we have got a safety mechanism on finances. Say, okay, that's what I can handle, or that's what all I'm entitled to, or that's all I need, or they're based on your experience of your family's finances and your own finances, and also the amount of work you have to do. So if you release all those mindsets of how hard you have to work to gain finances and any caps that's in your system, and simply flow. I'm flowing lots of money frequencies, but in the higher self way. I'm bringing the information of wealth into the system, because if you're afraid of losing it, then you won't have it. So it's really to bring in, it's okay to allow money to flow in, to flow out, flow in, flow out. And even to practice energetically, if you look at it, I don't know, a 50 euro note, it's got the river and it's got a gate. So I will always give the 50 euro, for example, with the gate, or with the bridge. So the bridge is the infinity. So it flows back to the system. So I give it with honor, and I wish you the best with it, and I wish you every success with it. And I know also it's in flow now, so it's flowing back. If I give it with the gate, it's closing and it's scarcity, and that's my last 50 euro and I may not have it. So it's like really letting this flow in the system. To give with abundance, to give with gratitude, to give with generosity. And it's nice to give, it's nice to share. Give with honor, dignity, dignity and honor. Breathing some new feelings, and this is the heart coherence again, building it up, building up. And also a lot of the time, sometimes we have an idea about where we want to be, and we can be too rigid sometimes about how we get there. So sometimes we can, if you open up and release the blinkers, and maybe to get there, you're going in this way. So really open it up. And also be aware of the distractions on the way. And prioritize. Constantly prioritizing. I have that strong in my system. I want to prioritize my day, prioritize my year, prioritize the system for the higher purpose. What's the highest purpose? What's the highest result in the system? And once you bring that into your system, then it's doing it already. I invite you to bring in prioritize and standards into your system. Your soul knows how to activate that. Standards and prioritize. Standards and prioritize. I'm giving you the frequencies of them now. So it's like the bee intelligence. This is the bee intelligence. So the beehive is the most efficient way of using the energy to create the beehive, the honeycomb structure. Standards, I mean, to know your quality and to stay at your quality, not to drop your quality in the system. And a lot of the people I've worked with around business, I'd ask them about their qualities, and it's amazing. They never mention their actual qualities. They don't mention them. Because they're normal. It's like when I point out the person's qualities, they think, but that's nothing because that's so easy for me. And that's exactly it. That's your qualities. So we try to achieve things that we think is not our qualities, but actually we're forgetting our own qualities. So it's very, very important to honor our own qualities. I think the best one I came across was a songwriter, and she wrote this song. It's really, really became world famous. And I asked her qualities, and she never told me that she's a songwriter about her qualities. Because I asked her, well, why didn't you say songwriting? And she says, but that's so easy. I just jump in the shower and a song comes in. So that's not a quality. I says, exactly, that's the quality. No one else can do it like you. So what is your qualities? It's so easy to miss our qualities. The skills, yes. So it's really, I'd invite you to observe your skills, and you will find so many of them. They're usually the things which are so simple for you, but actually it's not simple, and they are a quality for everybody else. They are a quality for everybody else. We miss them very easily. And you can ask somebody else, Nadia, ask somebody else, friends or something, what's your qualities? Ask people around your close friends, what do you perceive your qualities are? Because they will, if you don't have it, they will have it. Close friends will know your qualities. Work colleagues will know your qualities. You will, a lot of the time, I guarantee a lot of the time, you wouldn't have said it. And then when you find your qualities, I really would do a week of sitting with them and celebrating them, and first accepting them because we don't usually accept them then. and accept them and accept them and accept them and accept them. I was working with somebody in a business deal, and the deal wasn't going through. And then I spotted it because the person hadn't really accepted the value of these qualities. And then so I got this person to sit with for 2 days, keep really sitting and making a list, writing it out, asking friends the qualities, same thing, and then sitting with them and accepting them and embracing them and celebrate them. And then sure enough, the deal went through and the price went up because the qualities were in the system. Exactly. The inner child has your qualities. That's why you need your inner child. We often in business, we leave our inner child at home. You're nagging me, get out of my way. But actually, the inner child has the qualities. So all your age groups, your inner child, you need your inner child in your work. You need your inner child in your creativity. A lot of the businesses where they'd come and it was successful and they start dropping, it was always where their lives became so busy that they forgot their inner child. So I'd get them to paint or get them to sing or get them to go walk in the park, whatever they love to do, what the inner child loved to do. Because when the inner child's in the system, then the qualities are in the system. Then there's love in the system. Then they're connected to their creator. So you connect to your creator by finding the qualities of your inner child. You need your inner child in your career. You need your inner child in your finances. And then look at all the great things you can do as the finances, which is life force flows. And then the more that's in your system, it's like an apple tree, the more you can share, the more you can do, the more qualities you can create for yourself and your family and for others or helping others. So there's no need to cap the finances. You can allow more finances in. The more you have in the system, then the more you can share, the more you can create. And the more you can play. And the more you nourish yourself, the more you nourish your family, the more you're going to nourish your clients, the more success is going to come into your system. And you don't need it because it's inside you. You don't need it because it's inside you. And then you can accept it. Exactly. And then it's play. Work is not work, it's play. It's creative play. It's a creative space. And then you've moments for yourself, quality moments for you. Beautiful, you're in it. And the heart coherence, I feel, is very active in you. It's moving, it's moving, it's moving. Transformation. And money is energy. It's energy. And it flows. So it's like, if you notice money blocking, it's simply, money is energy and flow and life force. And if it's stagnant or blocking, it's simply showing you where there's deadness in your system or where you need to release some deadness. So it's really like a game. Life is like a game, and you need to observe it on the inside, scan it on the inside, scan it on the outside, and see things, and it flows. And it really is creative, and it's a creative game. And the more you say yes to it, the more it flows. I was on the beach 2 days ago, and there was someone who had a tattoo saying, the more I say yes to life or to things I'm afraid of, the more I say yes to fears, the more life I have. The more life I have. So really saying yes to where you're at and accepting where you're at. And if there's fears in you in that moment, say yes to them. because you can handle it. And they're simply a signpost to show you where the life force is. And it's space. And not taking it so serious. And then the creativity opens up. Breathing into that creative space is getting stronger in you now, I feel. And now the results, now the productivity is in the system, I feel it. Yeah, beautiful. Now it's it. Now it's it. Heart coherence, that's it. And it's simple, it's really simple. To manifest, it's about the magnetic field of Mother Earth. The magnetic field, gravity, pulls things together. So we're a spiritual being and we're in a physical body. The spirit is much bigger than the body. And when there's density or fear, then spirit's not in the body. So spirit cannot manifest when spirit is not in the body. Spirit needs to be connected to the magnetic field, which then pulls you into physical manifestation. When you're in physical manifestation, your spirit is in physical manifestation. So whatever your spirit was here to do and to manifest will start manifesting in your life. It's very simple. So if you see yourself in a different way, see yourself like a magnet in a way, that the positive and negative, see it in cells, okay? And father, mother topics create, I'm going to go back to really simple, keep it very simple. So in the beginning of time, it was pure creation. We were one. And then yin yang created separation, created the polarities. Positive energy, negative. Just positive charge, negative charge, like in the Mother Earth. North and South Pole. When you're connected to North and South Pole, you're connected to gravity, then all your spirit knowledge comes into your system. All your qualities come into your system. All your consciousness comes into your system and starts manifesting, so you can manifest. So every time, it's simple. Every time you notice your mind active, really active, that there's a wound open, it just means that a little bit of your spirit isn't in your body. And there's like density there. But if you can accept, that is the mind. So it means that the mind is active, but the heart is not going into the mind on that specific frequency. So the heart energy comes up through the mind. When, I'll call it the small mind, without judging it. So you're working this with the heart, coherence of the mind. When a wound opens up, then the fear opens, and then you're in the mind. The mind is disconnected from the heart now. Okay? Now, the way to do it is if you just accept that part is active and observe it from your center as the heart coherence is, okay? So if you keep this motion flowing, observing that flow, observing the parts of the mind that's active, just observing it, not being angry with it, not judging it, not judging yourself, simply accept it's there. Immediately, then that part of the wound is then drawn into the center and transformed. And when it's transformed, then the soul fragment that was out will drop back into the body, manifestation, and then connects back into gravity on a cellular level. And when the spirit is in the cells, in the bones, in the nervous system, then you've got physical manifestation of spirit in your life. And then there's heart coherence, Heart coherence brings balance, compassion, love, creation, and you start manifesting it in everything and anything you do. Everything is in coherence then. So the more we're in coherence, the more we're in the collective, I am you, you are me, and we're in this heart connection, this heart space, and a heart manifestation. And at the moment, there's a lot of wounds opened in the field in lots of people. So that's their responsibility, not yours. But your job is to stay in your heart coherence. And if more of us are in this heart coherence, then we'll draw the whole system into heart coherence. And if you have that in your business, that's what you'll manifest, that's what you'll create. And in heart coherence, it's about thriving. So finances will run. Things flow when you're in heart coherence. Anytime I bring this vibration into a business, the business expands dramatically. First, there's changes in the business. The structure parts leave the system, or sometimes people leave the business even, the ones who don't match that vibration, but the business starts thriving. But the business shows up all the parts of the business where there was wounds in the system. So the business is a spirit. When you create a spirit, when you create a business, it's a spirit. First, it's a child. So you have to give a lot of energy to it in the beginning, just like you have to take care of a child. You're holding your child, you're breastfeeding your child, you're feeding, you're loving your child. That's the business in the early stages. Then it will start developing through the age groups until it becomes a teenager or then an adult. And when it's an adult, then it will receive and give you the finances. It will give back to you, or you can sell it, whatever you want to do with it. But it's building up. But the business is a spirit, usually with the manifestation information of the one who set it up, or the business or the partners. Usually the first people in the system bring their soul information, their creative soul information. And then the wounds in the business are simply just like our wounds, so you can transform them. So when you go into your business, you simply observe it just like you're observing yourself. Breathe in, connect to the spirit of the business, breathe with it, and let the system show up what wounds are active in it. And it will show up through employees, it will show up through a bill not being paid, it will show up in something. Something will show up. It's exactly the same as working on yourself as working in the business. And this will flow. The more you're practicing in heart coherence and bringing that into your business or into the boardroom, then everything that was out of flow, everything that was out of heart coherence will start going into that vibration too. The most important thing is to be connected to the magnetic field, allowing your spirit to connect to the magnetic field on a cellular level, and breathing up through the heart into the brain. And feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. And that inner child, your inner child's needed for heart coherence. I'm breathing in space. And next time you see a fear come up, that's a signpost to where my joy is. That's a signpost to where another part of my soul is. I see the whole thing like a treasure hunt. So it's like you're finding each day, it's a treasure hunt. So you're finding different soul aspects, and they're sometimes under a stone, or sometimes behind a fear. And it's like, there's another one popped up, and it's like, and then you're through it. So you're literally discovering yourself and finding more of yourself, and you become more whole. You become more whole. You become more creative, become more wise. So I invite you, there's a lot that just cleared. I invite you to accept all your wholeness into your heart coherence, all the wholeness of your spirit that wants to come in right now. Your soul knows what. And there is no time and space in this field for results. The results can be like that. Breathing in. Flowing, flowing, beautiful. It's open, it's open. Beautiful. Now it's really flowing. Now it's vibrating. You're simply connected to the magnetic field of your bones, of your cells. And it's flowing and flowing and flowing. And if you watch this again, it will keep getting stronger. You can watch this 10 times if you want. It will keep getting stronger. I'm sending you continuously into the information transformational fields and keys and levels of consciousness as well with different archetypes to keep raising your vibration and your consciousness. And bringing in the gratitude. Beautiful. And because we're energetic beings, I want to balance it now, left and right. And accepting my left side supports my right side in a brand new way. Left supports the right side in a brand new way. Right side supports the left side in a brand new way. Right side supports the left side in a brand new way. Above supports below in a brand new way. Above supports below in a brand new way. Below supports above in a brand new way. Below supports above in a brand new way. Heart supports the brain in the brand new way. Heart supports the brain in the brand new way. Spirit supports the skeleton in a brand new way, the bones in a brand new way. Spirit supports the nervous system in a brand new way. Spirit supports my physical heart in a brand new way. Spirit supports my voice, my lungs, my organs in a brand new way. Spirit supports my roots, my feet in a brand new way. Spirit supports my hands in a brand new way. Spirit supports flow in a brand new way. Accepting all your dignity, your honor, your joy, your creativity of your child, your passion, action, discernment, gratitude, space, space. Creation inside supports creation outside in a brand new way. And that's really heart coherence, supports the outer heart, the coherence of the universe in a brand new way. Accepting the new you, like a chick coming out of the egg for the first time. And accepting the energy of finances as a life force in a brand new way. Finances is energy, energy. And the finances, the energy of finances can connect to your heart coherence. The energy of finances can connect to your heart coherence. Because it's all life force, it's all creation, and it's all through God's hands. It's all from source. We're all connected. I'm breathing into this manifestation space and letting go. And now let's see what the universe brings to me in a brand new way, or where the universe guides me to in a brand new way. I'll bring focus in. Beautiful, gratitude. Thank you, everyone. Very strong space, very strong creator space. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Bear. Thank you all so much. And we're all creators with courage and, yeah, creativity. And behind that fear is life force. And you say yes to it. That there's no energy to waste then. We're running from fears. Why not just say yes? And always when a fear comes up, I'm always saying, you know, I accept what's on the other side because I know there's a bigger piece of me. So there's a huge gift on the other side of it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I feel the results in all of you. And yeah, celebrate them. And you can, you know, there's many, many, many gifts there for you in these webinars. And they drop in. It's amazing. The keys and the awareness will drop in as you become more aware and watch it again. You'll hear something brand new, or you'll let another frequency in. And often the frequencies are around you. And then when emotion opens up, or a new feeling or rejoicing, then all the energies just flows through you. So yeah, enjoy being a creator. We're all creators, and we're all here to live. Yeah, to do it in our own unique way, not like no one else. So you don't need to be approved by anyone else. And yeah, create in your own unique way. You don't need validation from anyone. Create in your own unique way and enjoy it. Enjoy it. And don't take it so serious. Enjoy it. Celebrate it. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone, for this beautiful, serious, really, really. You bring so many gifts in, and we celebrate them all together. We're all creators, and we're all creating this field. So thank you all for being part of this field. And yeah, I've another exciting one that I was in creation actually, and that's the Mind Gym. But I'll tell you about that, more. It's really about making it a habit of opening up the mind and the heart coherence and the body. But I'll share more on that later. So beautiful. Enjoy all these new keys and results and your new journey. Every day it's a new journey. Every moment's a new journey. And enjoy your new creative space and your creation about what you're going to bring into this world, or what you'd like to create, or to relax or take a break, whatever it is. It's all perfect, inside, in your own way. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. And sending you lots of love, and thank you very much. Thank you, Sergio, in the background as well, for supporting everybody here. Thank you all for sharing the gifts, and anyone who's been guiding me, thank you. I appreciate you all very much, and respect. And we're all helping each other on this journey. So thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful, beautiful creation whenever you're watching this. Thank you. Beautiful. And if you want to leave some feedback on how you're feeling, what your results on Facebook, you're more than welcome. Or if you want to share the results with your friends. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. I'm feeling good. I feel the results, and I'm very grateful. Thank you. I'll have a look on Facebook and do that, Alexandra. I was missing because I was integrating all this work, but I'll open it up now. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening.